Yo, this beef between the lead attorney and Corey Holcomb is going to be a complete bloodbath because Corey Holcomb is going there. And what I mean by that is that he's implying that lead attorney and Kevin Samuels had a relationship with each other. You know, Corey Holcomb got some obsession with gay people. I don't understand it. I don't get it. He's always talking about it. It's almost like he's fantasizing about it. But you know, that anger that he has, that's built up frustration. Well, let me go ahead and let you guys be the judge. But first, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's get to it, y'all. Here we go. All right, so I'm just going to show you the conversation leading up to this because content creators who's been covering Corey Holcomb, y'all need to be careful because he is either threatening to strike channels or to put copyright claims so he can get some of your money. Yes, he playing dirty, y'all. Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's a cold world out here, man. It's a cold world. Listen, YouTube is full of what people don't really want to believe is operatives. Have you ever seen anybody create a lie like they are trying to create on me? Have you ever seen this done before? And the reason why, because my show is one of the top watched shows on YouTube. I have influence over the minds of people. And I realize now, wow, they're going to throw the kitchen sink at me. If it wasn't for that, brother, TMZ would still be lying with a base head talking about, oh, she said you had a gun. They can't do it no more because that brother stepped in and put forth what needed to be put forth to stop the nonsense. But
talking about his lawyer,
I'm not going to lie. This media giant has other ways of getting at me, and they getting at me. But I'm telling you, all you bloggers, you can stop it because you belong to me. In a week or two, you're going to see all this stuff you did to make me famous. It's unfortunate because I was lied on, but that's going to be my money from my videos. I never did this before because I never had to. But I'm like, oh, y'all gonna lie? Okay, you think you could just say what you want to say with my name and likeness and nothing happens? You'll see. That's gonna be my video you made. So please keep it up. Don't let up this week, next week, or the week after that. I need this money. I'm trying to pay off this other property I just got. So keep it coming, because I'm going to display the check on the show. And listen, all my 5150 people, I have created an email where
So let me say this. Corey Holcomb, his content isn't bringing in millions and millions of dollars. So, you know, a lot of people think a lot of YouTubers make a lot of money. We honestly don't. You know, say like I do this video, I might make $20. If he wants $20, okay, here you go. But if he's thinking like we're making thousands and thousands off of his name, he don't have that kind of name to carry that kind of traction. And I'm not being shady, I'm just being truthful, right? So what he can do is copyright his material. And so then what he'll do is go in, have his lawyer or whoever from his team put in copyright claims. And so what will end up happening is that we'll have to do shared revenue where he can try to get some money from us. But again, there's the Fair Use Act that protects us, where fair use, you know, we can use it for commentary, educational purposes, so forth and so forth. Like, we're allowed to review content. Now, what we can't do, which is illegal, is just take your clip and not and just repost it on our channel. We can't just do that. But like I'm doing right now, doing a review, I can do that. I'm allowed to do that. And as far as doing like a copyright claim, you can put in one, but you can't retroactive one. And then, you know, and again, I guess Corey got the money to where he can go to court with everybody, because whenever you put in a copyright claim, I tell everybody this, fight it. Fight it, because more than likely the person isn't going to want to take you to court. But I don't know if Corey wants to go ahead and try to take people to court or not. But again, always fight it. Don't let nobody try to tear you down, shut down your channel. And then, of course, talking about shut down channel, the other thing they can do is put a copyright strike. A strike is when, you know, they give you 7 days. Sometimes they tell you immediately to take down the video. And then if you get 3 strikes, then your channel can be gone. So again, that one is a little bit scarier. But again, if you get one of these, fight it, you guys. I'm telling you. So he's going to give out his email, and then he's going to go move into lead attorney and Kevin Samuels and implying that they had a relationship. Mind you, he starts out by talking about how much he loved Kevin Samuels, and then he goes into, well, I always knew, you know, there was something about him, just like lead attorney was on his show, and, oh, there was something about lead attorney now. Like, everybody who we haven't fallen out, oh, it was something about him. Like, I just knew they were sweet. You know, they was. Okay, here we go.
About Corey Holcomb and the way he does things, because I've been doing these jokes for a long time, and I live a real good life doing these jokes. So you can say whatever you want to say about me and the jokes I crack. Okay? But if you see these bloggers and they have a significant following, I would say at least 500 or more. Really, I want more than that. Matter of fact, if they got over 1,000 people listening to them, I want you to send an email to that address. This is where we're collecting them, where I'm going to collect my money. I think we need to have a big 5150 party after they have to start sending checks to me. And I'm talking about, yo, I am so glad I did this research to find out about this stuff. But here's another thing about leading a nigga ass law. Hey, you know what video I'm talking about, right? Listen, I want to say this again. I believe that Kevin Samuels, the late, great Kevin Samuels, was a great philosophizer on the situation that's happening with a lot of the women in society. I believe that, hands down. I think he was really good at what he did. But, you know that but is coming, especially in this case, but I always thought he had a feminine side that made me feel like, I can't prove this, made me feel like he preferred men. He was into relationships with men. That's what I believe. I'm not saying that's what happened, but I saw him interview guys and it made me go, okay, that was.
So, you know, he starts out by talking, and this is the hypocrisy with Corey. See, lead attorney, this is what you get for defending this man. Now you feel stupid, right? But here's the thing. Corey talks about how people are lying on him and he don't like it. And now he wants to start striking or doing copyright claims on people videos about him and stuff like that. But you are implying that a man who is no longer on this earth, you know, oh, well, there's something about him. But then, you know, he called himself to be like, well, I can't prove it, but da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So you imply that everybody is gay, but other people can't say lies and stuff on you or imply things. Like, wrong is wrong. This is how these people do, because they look at us as YouTubers like, oh, all they do, these bloggers, all they do is lie and da-da-da-da-da. But yet they are sitting they ass on YouTube doing the same exact thing. Hypocrisy, right?
Awkward right there. Now, I said that to show you a point. Tampon and lead in a nigga ass law. It's another punk ass attorney that I'm gonna bring him up later on. But lead in a nigga ass law was very, very proud of his relationship with Kevin Samuels. He told me that he was a very close friend of Kevin Samuels. I'll just put it like that. I want to play this video to show how close they were. Abe, Do you have the video? Just watch this. You judge for yourself.
They had audio issues throughout the whole show. Let me see.
Listen, can you let me know when you're ready to play it and it's ready to be played on the screen right there. I need to see it to make my point.
Kevin Samuels, man, he used to tell me all the time, he was like, get out from around these niggas. That it will keep you down. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. When I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
That man just said when he was dating Kevin. The truth fall out your mouth sometime. Play it one more time where it go all the way through.
Kevin Samuels, man, he used to tell me all the time, he was like, get out from around these niggas. That it will keep you down. YouTube is humongous. I had a girlfriend at the time when I was dating Kevin. When I was dating a girl when me and Kevin started communicating on the phone.
Man, listen what I'm trying to tell you.
Now, that was a simple like blunder, like, you know, he misspoke. Like, I didn't get like, oh my God, he slipped up. Oh yeah, they was on them fucking no. No. I didn't see like, oh damn, he caught him and see. Corey is literally just pulling shit out his ass because again, let's not forget, him and his attorney was supposed to prove that lead attorney was lying about about Corey's attorney doing his show and that Corey gave him, permission, but that was never proven. The only thing they try to prove is discrediting lead attorney as being a real attorney. That's the only thing that they did. But other than that, they didn't speak to what the topic was supposed to be about. And that was supposed to be on whether or not the lead attorney lied about sending his attorney an email and that the attorney was supposed to do the show. And Corey saying like, ain't nobody ever spoke to me, blah, blah, blah. Well, your attorney didn't. Why aren't you mad at your attorney? Why are you mad at the lead attorney and not your attorney? You know?
Tell you, this ain't for everybody. This for the real boys and girls. We know what it is, boy. This ain't for everybody. This for the real boys and girls. We know what it is. This is the word that should be spoken out there. Instead of them fake, man, I called that man lead in a nigga ass law before I saw that video. I knew who that man was when he was sitting right over there.
See?
I knew who that man was. I was like, oh man, this man moist in a motherfucker, dog. This man moist in a motherfucker, dog. But I didn't hold it against him. But want me to tell you why I paid for not holding against him, for not holding that against him? This is why I paid for it. I said this on one of my shows before. If a man will hold a conversation with you, or if a man will be in any type of relationship with you, whether it be work or whatever, and he doesn't tell you, I sleep with men, he is acting in deceit. He's going to lie because he lives a lie, knowing that he hit a hole raw.
What if it's just not any of your fucking business? Because mind you, he's saying if you work with or you're talking with someone and they don't let you know, then you know they're lying because they're trying to cover up for something. If I'm doing like, say if you're my realtor and I'm doing business with you or whatever, I don't expect my realtor to tell me anything and I don't have to tell you anything. Just the same if you're working with somebody on a project or you're doing a podcast or you're doing this, like it doesn't matter. If they're not leading with that, then why do you care? Corey has some obsession with somebody's sexuality. Like, it's weird. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, literally, you acting like lead attorney came on your show and was like trying to be like twerking on the table and spreading fairy dust or some shit. Like, I don't know, some gay something, right? He wasn't doing that at all. And mind you, lead attorney is not. So again, him saying all this other shit, like, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to the lie that you said that your attorney had nothing to do with lead attorney and he didn't do his show or whatever.
If you got a man like that around you, we are trained to try to be kind in society, but God despises this type of behavior. God despises all. I'm not saying nothing but the truth. If you are a person who's into the religions that are Christianity, Islam, being a Buddhist, and I'm forgetting one right now because I'm blanking. This is frowned upon. This man liked women too. T-O-O. This man told on himself right there. Now he'll act like, no, that ain't what I meant. And okay, who are we to say whatever? But I'm talking to the.
But it's so crazy when like people who claim to be Christian, the only thing that they know is a sin is, you know, homosexuality, like nothing else. That's the only sin that they ever bring up. Not adultery, not, first of all, Corey is in trouble because he literally mushed a woman in her face. He physically touched a woman. Like, are we forgetting that? And we could say, oh, it was just a mush. It's not like he punched or anything like that. That mush wasn't nice. Like, have you ever been mushed? I've been mushed in my face. And like, that's not, listen, I got mushed and hands were thrown. A mush is not anything polite. It's not friendly. You shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody unwarranted, right? And mind you, again, lead attorney, his video was very nice. He was actually defending Corey the whole time about the situation. He was even saying like, okay, it was a mush, but he didn't punch her and she didn't like fall to the ground. You know, he was covering for him. And you see, you can't cover for Corey, because he will then lie on you. And let's just also say this too. Even if lead attorney is gay or not gay, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, because lead attorney wouldn't try to fuck you.
Real boys and girls, this ain't for everybody. We know what's up. What they call him, the lead dookie, what? Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna leave this boy alone. I think I told what this boy about right here. You know what I'm saying? As far as it go.
Now, lead attorney hasn't responded, but I know that he will. But you know, I just think about also too. I know with Kevin Samuels, people had said things about him before. This is not the first time. I'm not gonna play y'all like, oh, people haven't talked about, you know, Kevin Samuels being gay and all this other stuff. Yeah, we heard it. You know, especially after he had that camera slip. Like, you remember he did like a camera switch or whatever, and it was like a man in his bed or something like that. He said, oh, that's my friend, he's just napping or whatever, right? A little weird, right? We ain't gonna lie, like it wasn't. But again, Kevin Samuels not here anymore. And you talk about how you don't like being lied on, but yet you feel that it's okay to lie on other people. Like, this is the hypocrisy. This is why you keep getting called out. And you're catching yourself up in lies, you know? That's the other part too. But again, let me know what you guys think about all of this. Please go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell and press all. And don't forget about our meetup in Vegas, April 10th through the 12th. Can't wait to see you guys there. And make sure you bring your own money, because I ain't helping nobody. Deuces, y'all. We out.